Welcome, everyone, to the Hot Takes panel. The space is designed for one thing, helping trainers build credibility through clarity of thought. Each trainer today will take a position, and the rest of the panel will help deepen that thinking through questions. This is not about being right or wrong, it's about being clear, thoughtful, and open to challenge. So, let's get started. We have with us today Miss Asha over here, who is going to talk to us about, on the topic, I should say, people don't resist change, they resist loss. So, over to you, Asha.
Thank you so much, Radhika. Hi, everybody. Good evening. I hope you're well. You can just give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much. So, my topic is very vast. I've tried to jot it down to a very, very important things that you can have it as a hot takes. So, my topic is let me just say it again people don't resist change, they resist loss. Let me just start with a quick question to all of you. What if I tell you tomorrow your salary is going to double, but your role is going to change? Will you say yes immediately, or will you hesitate, or will you pause, or will you be shocked? Your answers, please.
Yes,
Anyone can answer.
yes,
I would
yes,
Yes.
but
question,
at the
I
same
would
time, would
question
like to
the
know the
why.
role.
Why?
Yeah,
I
Okay.
also question why.
I would
Why?
like.
Okay.
Yeah,
So my only simple question was your tomorrow your salary is going to double, but your role is going to change. The three answers, possible answers. Why is not the answer. Okay. Yes. Immediately, will you say yes? Will you hesitate, or will you pause, or you'll be shocked?
will
So
pause.
Reena said yes. Reena said yes. Kalpana said
I'll
why.
pause.
Yeah,
I'll
pause,
You'll
pause.
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 We will
You'll pause.
pause.
You'll be shocked. Right? Human psychology says that because the truth is, people don't fear change. They fear what they might lose in process. Do you connect? For example, let's take a workplace challenge. A workplace challenge is very simple. Company comes in, a new software is being put up, right? And they say that this software is really nice, it's very fast, right? But what people actually think is, we be able to communicate well? Will there be a question mark in our competency? Will we be able to measure up with what all things we've been doing, right? The right approach for the company for introducing a new software would be, we will train you so you don't feel left behind and your role becomes more valuable. Doesn't it sound more calming to you, more empathetic to you, and more easier to adapt? Yes. Thank you for that, Reena. So, because employee fear the loss of competency and loss of relevance, they don't adapt really well with change, right? Now, understand this one idea that can completely change how you lead, how you parent, how you communicate, and even how do you feel for yourself, right? Because the moment you realize people don't resist change, they resist loss, you stop forcing change and you start addressing fear. For example, you have fear of will you be able to measure up with the new software or not, right? How about if the company has ruled out that fear by putting you into a small training or a small demo of the software and you are done, right? Will it not be easier for you to accept that new software? Yes. So you just have to deal with your fear and you are done. So, explaining the benefits of change, because people are not thinking about the gain that they're going to get, they're thinking about what they might lose. And there are so many fears that very normally every individual feel, and they find that will I look incompetent? Will I look, will I lose my importance? So, the moment you address the fear, the resistance drops. It improves decision making, even in our own life. if we think we are being logical, but we are actually being protective, right? For example, not changing a job, being into the same unhealthy habits. I'm going to take examples from every sector for to make it more relatable for you all. Not changing the job, making unhealthy habits. For example, tomorrow you go to doctor and he's like, you have to make a lifestyle change. But instead of listening the lifestyle change and understanding that your body needs to be taken care of, all you listen is no more outside eating, no more junk eating, no more going out with my friends and drinking and enjoying the night. All that is what going on in your mind. But instead, if you understand the whole process, that even if you're 40 or you're 50 or you're 60, if you start living up healthy, your body is going to respond really well, right? And you might end up having your life expectancy rate increased, right? So isn't that a win-win situation? So very simple. Rather than being in the same place, accept the change, and it is going to make sure that you are not anymore addressing your fears and you are going into the next life. I have a very simple say. It's a concept from behavioral economics. It's a very huge topic, and I've just got a couple of them. I hope you guys can relate with it. Concept from behavioral economics says that loss feels 2 times more painful than gain feels good, right? So that is the major reason why people are stuck in their bad jobs, they are stuck into unhealthy habits that I just discussed, and they stay into toxic situations. So my formula here is, if loss feel bigger, then there is resistance. But if gain feels bigger, then there is acceptance. So if you accept the change, you are into your next level of your future, or you are giving yourself the growth, you're giving yourself the next beautiful chapter that's waiting for your life in every sector of your life, right? Now I just have a very simple question to all of you to state my point. Have anyone, those who are here in the panel, delayed a good decision knowing it's a good decision, but you've delayed it because of the fear, because of the change, because of your losing the comfort? Anybody? It could be on your personal level, it could be on your workplace level, it could be on your health level, it could be on your parenting level as well. Anyone? You've delayed a good decision just because you fear of losing the change,
Yeah.
or the
I
fear of. Yes, please,
I
please,
have
please.
experienced that one. I had a very good opportunity 2 years back, but
Okay.
I was very, you could say that, leaving my comfort zone in the previous school where I have given many
Okay.
years there. So I didn't want to, where I had the good opportunity in that. So I have taken time to think, pause, and then after some months, I have taken the decision.
So you overcame your fears of all
True.
those listed in few months, right?
Yes.
And you're in a better place now,
Yes.
right? So I have heard into this Bollywood movie कि कहीं पहुंचने के लिए कहीं से निकलना जरूरी है, right? So change is not your enemy, attachment is. Am I making sense to everybody?
Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right? So I have a very simple thing to all of you. जिंदगी तब आगे बढ़ती है जब आप गेन पे फोकस करते हैं, लॉस पे नहीं. So every time when you have an opportunity or when you have a new challenging role coming in front of you, you have to have this mindset that let's not address our fears, let's not actually not give importance to our fears, but actually learn the change, the forwardness that this particular opportunity or this change is going to get us, right? So I'm going to take one more example into from the world of trainings only. There are a lot of types of trainings, right? We have an opportunity to be offline, sometimes we have opportunity to be online, sometimes we get opportunity to be overseas, right? A lot of us has a lot of fears. What is the first fear? For example, if I am a trainer and I have always been an online trainer, I am very well versed with it, with the screen, with sharing screens, with sharing different, ideas and videos and all of the other things. But suddenly I get a big opportunity offline. what could be the thing, what could be my fears that I might face? Any answer? Can I just
I think
so
that
Can
would
I say
be.
fear of failure, as when we were talking about confidence? Fear of failure, right? Because suddenly the virtuality is going to turn into a reality,
absolutely.
right? You feel
Yeah.
so safe behind a camera, right? And suddenly the person is going to be physically in front of you.
Yeah. What could go wrong?
A lot of things.
can I just can I just say more things? Reena, do you have anything to say? Like suddenly you are just from online to offline, and now it's a big opportunity. Let me just tell you, it's a big opportunity. But Radhika, you were saying something.
Uh, Basically, it depends on person to person, I guess. This answer for me,
Okay.
what do you call? For me, it would be more like, how do I put it? Offline, you need more preparation time. To be very frank,
Okay.
so yes, offline is tougher, but then I would go for it.
So you have to overcome your fears, right? You have to leave your comfort zone, your cocoon, and be there so that you are more recognized than what you were before. Simple, just to overcome. Because that change is going to get you a lot of success, your next level in your life, and your future might be dependent on it, right? People might know that she's not just good online, she's excellent offline too. So isn't that a broader way world that has just opened up for you because you just worked on the small fear of your, coming out of your fear of comfort zone and of fear of being seen as a person. Simple, right? So I will say again that change is not your enemy, attachment is. So learn to let go so that you have your next level chapter in your life. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Asha. That was really, really insightful. But then, what do you think that if people resist loss, not change, why do
Yeah.
we still see resistance even when change clearly benefits them? So, what I'm actually asking is, what loss are they holding on to in those cases?
So there are, I personally think there are two things. One is fear of losing their comfort and fear of losing their control. So they know that coming up opportunity is going to bring them a lot of profitability and growing up, but then they have made themselves clear into a control situation. This particular desk, this particular team is going to give me whatever I want. They listen to my ideas, I get a plus ideas, or somewhere all my ideas have been accepted. So that control also always plays a very important role. And the comfort zone, like I said, coming out of your cocoon is not always easy for everybody.
Okay.
But yeah, like Reena also said in the earlier session that if you build up your confidence and take up actions, you're going to go to your next profitability and your level up of your life. So yeah, that is those two fears I think keeps holds them behind.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Before I do have another question though, but would
Sure.
anybody else like to, jump in? Yes, Smita.
Yes.
Smith.
See, as you
Smita,
said,
you want to
ki,
go?
resist.
It was Smita who raised her hand.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
No worries. No worries. Go ahead.
See, change definitely that makes difference in our life, but it becomes very difficult at time to take decisions. Whereas I have shared with you, ki, it is really difficult to accept that one and take the decisions, right? But sometimes it happens ki, that loss in that change we lose our peace of mind, isn't it, to cope up with the situations, that span where we need to gel up with the new situation. So what is your view on that? Okay, sometimes it's like difficult for most of the people, even the health issues also occur because of these things with the people, and mental peace of mind as it is expected. And sometimes it happens ki whatever decision has been taken, coming out of that comfort zone does not give them the satisfaction that they had with the previous job. So what is your views on this? Change
Okay,
definitely
so
need to accept, definitely.
correct me if I'm wrong. I got your question is that coming out of your comfort zone and going into the new change can give you a lot of pressure and a lot of even pressure as health wise as well, right?
True.
So how am I supposed to what cope up with
Um,
that, right?
but
That's
with
your
that,
question. Okay,
but
Yes.
to
so
some point, if the situation comes, ki the change that I have accepted, it's not right, as you said,
it's
resist.
not to the level of what you expected.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay. So first thing is you need to just firstly I always do this personally, okay, it's on a very personal level. If you are into a very pressurizing or a very difficult situation, first you meditate, okay, please do this. It really helps you health wise, it really helps you calm, okay. And if the change is not according to your expectations, it is going to come eventually, not today but tomorrow. Simple. है ना?
Thank you, Smita. Yes. So, Asha, say for example, in a corporate setting, how should leaders communicate change differently if the real issue is loss, not change?
Oh my god, thank you so much for the question. I also need to think on that. uh, Maybe we can discuss on it. See, it
So,
depends on how they communicate. First is they can address the issue in a way that everybody does not feel the fear that these guys are carrying, right? So how they carry, how they communicate to the crowd, to the employees is what matters the most. And secondly, I think it will be easier for the for the employees if they could just slightly find out something positive in it. That's all. That could be one solution. I still have to
yeah, so maybe
put.
I mean, because it is leadership, you cannot sugarcoat it when it comes to loss.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
my thing is, yeah, maybe an open setting, openly telling them, maybe not the entirety, but a little bit as to what is going on might make a difference. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you
So,
so much.
Kalpana, you wanted to ask something before.
Yes, I think half of that question is covered already by Radhika, but
Okay.
still, I want to go ahead with a slight twist in it. While you were telling us about the change and the loss, the change is something we resist because we are going to face a loss. What if, as you mentioned, the loss is painful, more painful than the gain? Correct? Isn't that it was mentioned by you? Loss feels two times painful than the gain.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, if the loss is two times painful, isn't that enough to keep a person in their own comfort zone and actively resist change?
Yeah, so that's why I said that's why people are still in the bad jobs. That's why they're still into the unhealthy habits, and that's why they're still into the toxic situation. That's what it gets you.
Yeah.
In that case, how do we handle this pain of loss?
Frankly, I just think that you could do better with handling the change in a positive manner, and that will give you some ways to handle the loss better.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
So,
Uh,
do you think, Asha,
Also,
that, sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Also, not all change ushers in positivity.
yeah,
Certain changes are,
that's what Vika also addressed the same thing, right? That they are not able to cope up with the change.
yes,
There's so much of pressure. There's so much of there's so much of pressure that it's coming onto your health as well. So that's when I said that you have to go with the meditation and make sure that you handle it very calmly, because always remember that your next level after the change, sooner or later, is going to be better.
Thank you.
Right. Radhika, you had a question.
Yeah, so what do you call, is resistance always about actual loss, or sometimes perceived or imagined loss?
It could be both. Fear could lead you to imaginary losses as well, and it could lead you to actual ones as well. So yeah, it could be both.
Okay, right. Reena, anything from your end?
Yeah, so wonderful session, Asha.
Thank
As we
you.
know, humans are naturally wired to prefer stability. So, as because you said change is needed, so how do we deal with uncertainty of change?
I think we've already completed this with Smita also and Kalpana also, that
Yeah. So,
how
how do
we're
we
going
deal?
to.
Yeah, how do we deal with it?
So you have to, firstly, you have to accept that the change is going to be better sooner or later, right? Secondly, you have to just make sure that whatever you are taking the actions of your outcoming your fear, that is actually giving you a next level chapter in your life. The future is better. So this way, the uncertainty is being addressed, and you know that you are going to go forward and you're going to settle down for better. So yeah.
Right. Thank you. Thank you so much, panelists. Today's conversation with Asha showed us something important. When trainers think deeply, they don't just deliver sessions better, they influence better. Thank you to everyone who spoke, questioned, and listened with intent. Let's continue building this level of depth in everything we do. So, with this, we come to an end to this session. It's a sign out from me, Radhika. I'll see you in the next session. Good day.
Thank you.